PP Arlan. Ya,
Thank
PP
you,
Arlan
thank
Setiawan.
you. Thank
Ya.
you, DJ. Nice
Saya
to
dapat
see you,
diskusi
DJ.
dengan beliau. Thank you. Ya, ya. Wow, hari ini berarti bertepatan juga dengan anniversary saya. Selamat, berarti hari yang berbahagia sekali. Ya.
Happy anniversary DJ sama Dewi.
Terima kasih di
Oh,
TV
ya?
Susana. Ya.
So who's giving present then, if that's the case? PDG Hermanto Angka, apa kabar? PDG Hermanto Angka, apa kabar?
Baik.
Suara saya bisa didengar jelas ya?
Sangat jelas. Sangat jelas.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. Wah, ada AG Hari. How are you, AG?
Oh, mana AG Hari? Oh, AG Hari.
Ya, baik. Ini lagi samain track.
Wow, ya.
Ini AG yang lagi naik daun. Banyak yang lagi naik daun.
Aduh, jatuh dong naik daun, naik pohon kan kuat ya.
One of AG is really concerned with the in-track development. AG Hari, yeah.
Yes. Good. And also welcome to all the judges. This is coming from all over Indonesia as well as Singapore and Australia. This is fantastic. And all it is actually may happen because of the Zoom, because of the COVID. So.
Oh, sorry, it's coming already. PP Jenny Carison.
Past President Jenny, yes, he's somewhere. Yes, Jenny Carison.
Jenny Carison, one of our judges. Yeah.
Yes, hello. Hello, Pat Swastika. How are you?
Yeah, good. How are you? You're
Great.
good.
Thank you.
Right. Yeah. What the last update about malaria?
Oh, well, not much more. we're still going ahead with the conference, the seminar in January, hopefully. And yes, so that's still on the cards. We're planning.
Yeah.
So when I address all the Toastmasters, is that okay if I address as a fellow Toastmasters? Or is it a different hello? Is that correct? If I address you guys as fellow Toastmasters?
Yes, that's okay. That's okay. Same as fellow Rotarian, but this is fellow Toastmasters.
Yeah. Fellow Toastmasters and fellow Rotarians. I think I stopped Toastmasters in 1992, something like that. 1992, 1993. That was a long time ago. But
you were a Toastmasters before?
Yeah, it's in Jakarta. In the office, yeah.
That's why Susana always the best presentation.
In which
the best
Toastmasters club?
presenter, sorry, the best presenter.
In which Toastmasters club?
Yeah, because they count how many how many oh, it's hard.
It's true.
Okay, so President Ratna, what's the time? I'm just waiting for the cue.
Yes, 3:05. I think we should start.
I think so.
Is that okay if I start? President Ratna?
Yeah, wait. We're having a problem with the virtual. Okay, take it off then. Take it off all of them. Okay. I guess we have a problem with the virtual background. Okay. Yes, let's begin because it's already 5 minutes late.
Jemuran siapa yang diambil di belakang?
Oke, nggak usah pakai, udah gini aja.
Yeah. That's a good perform.
Yeah, but this afternoon we all going to be delivered in English, right? Apa campur?
I think campur because part of our participant that's yeah.
Yeah, I guess everyone speak good English because they are ready to compete in it. So let's use English, fully English today.
Fully English. Is that okay, DG?
Yes, okay,
Now,
it's
you
okay.
know, the guys, I mean, interactors speak good English. Sometimes
Yes,
we
good.
underestimate them because they are young, but actually they are much better sometimes, both of us.
Okay, I think we better start now. Is that okay?
Yes.
All right. So good afternoon to you all. Welcome to the Interact English Speech Contest in the year 2020, initiated by the Rotarians and Interactors of District 3420 and supported by Toastmasters International. My name is Susanna Chandra, and I'm currently past president from Rotary Club of Bali dan Pasar. And I would like to be your master of ceremony for this event, basically helping the program. So special welcome to all the honorary guests. District Governors Inyoman Swastika, selamat sore Diji.
Selamat sore, good afternoon, selamat sore, good.
And also all the honorable judges from all over Indonesia, from Singapore as well as from Australia. I will introduce you all later, but I would like to welcome every single one of you to the event. Last but not least is all the 55 contestants from 12 Interactors clubs in our district 3420. So, fellow Rotarians, fellow Toastmasters, contestants, and honorable guests, one of the purpose of the event is to promote the vision, mission, and the spirit of the Rotary and Interactors. So for this purpose, all the speeches will be carried on one of the themes, which is humanity and community service, environment, and the world peace. So to kick off the program, I would like to invite everyone to listen to our national song, Bagi Menegeri. Toastmasters and contestants, I would like to ask everyone to say a prayer before we actually start the program, to ask for the help from the one above us so that our program will run smoothly this afternoon. Silakan berdoa menurut kepercayaan masing-masing. The prayer is finished. Okay, the next program is I would like to invite the chair of this committee, of this contest, President Ratna Pongkapodang, to give some sort of report to kick off the program. The time is yours.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the committee Interact English Speech Competition Contest 2020, I would like to welcome District Governor 3420, Honorable Judges, Past District Governor, fellow Rotarian, interactors, contestants, and guests. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude that this event can be held today. And I would like also to convey our thanks to District Governor 3420, Nyoman Swastika, who fully support the idea to conduct the Interact Speech Competition. This event is the first collaboration, like PP Susana said, between Rotary District 3420 and Toastmasters Division G, District 87. And as Rotary International and Toastmasters International have been partnership, hopefully that this great collaboration will keep continuing in the future. For your information, that there are 55 Retractors are taking part as the contestants from 12 Interact clubs under District 3420. And this large numbers has shown the enthusiastic of the interactors, and we appreciate indeed all Interact advisors who have encouraged their interactors and trained them to be extraordinary young people who are willing to go extra miles. The main purpose of the conducting the contest, like Pepe Susana said, is to promote the vision and the spirit of Rotary, that we expect that all interactors will become Rotarians one day when they grow up later. And also we also want to give the opportunity to all interactors to improve their public speaking, because one day they will become Rotarian. When they become Rotarian, they will be able to speak up about the vision and the spirit of Rotary. This contest, of course, may be impossible to conduct without having a great support from the judges, who take very important role in every competition. And in this opportunity, I would like to thank to our amazing judges who have put a lot of efforts into this contest. Thank you all. And last but not least, I would like to thank to all committee members and all fellow Rotarians and fellow Toastmasters who have worked so hard to make this contest happen today. Special thanks to Rotarian Susana Chandra and Toastmaster Ben Whittaker for being a master of ceremonies today and also tomorrow. I'm Ratna Pongkapodang, the chair committee. Wish all the contestants good luck and enjoy the contest. Thank you.
Thank you, President Ratna. I was actually going to call you AG, but apparently you're still the current president, right? Okay, so the next one is the opening speech by District Governors 3420. But before you actually give a speech, we would like to say happy anniversary, happy wedding anniversary to our District Governors Nyoman Swastika and the Aunt Dewi. But ladies and gentlemen, fellow Rotarians, fellow Toastmasters, I would like to present to you our District Governors Nyoman Swastika. Silakan.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. And special thank you for President Ratna as a chair of the Interact English Speech Contest 2020, who well prepared for the all that contest. The second strong girl is DTD Susana, always make happy our webinar. Thank you very much. And then warm welcome for all district and club leaders in our district 3420 and all fellow Rotarian, all Toastmasters who support our contest. Thank you very much. How's everyone doing? Just good. Welcome to Interact English Speech Contest 2020. Yeah. Yes, I'm very delighted to see everyone here join with us in this beautiful day. As we all know, in accordance to the celebration of the World Interact Week, our district has decided to hold an English speech contest with topics such as community service, environment, and word face for our interact to the participants. There are many benefits in become an interact and reason and with we decided to have this event in the first place. Firstly, we would like to our future generation to pursue their chain of develop their leadership skill while also discovering the power of service above self. Building their foundation from early stage will hopefully help them grow to become our future Rotarian. Secondly, the ability to be strengthened their public speaking will be very important for their future life, and this could help them as their practice. There are many other benefits in becoming an interactor, such as learning new culture, promote international understanding, being able to make action, and many more to be mentioned. And for this reason, we like encourage all of you to encourage our younger generation to success from the early stage with the help our guidance. Okay, thank you for all participants. We know that all of will have done an amazing job, and good luck with the contest. Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, DG Swastika. Short and sweet. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Rotarians, fellow Toastmasters, and all contestants, we will be having quite a day because we have, I think we have about 27 contestants who will be delivering their speeches this afternoon. But before that, let me introduce our judges. Now, I'm going to make it nice and sweet, but I think the committee will share some slides to give some brief descriptions of who all our judges are. Okay, the first one, I would like to introduce the chief judge, which is a very old friend of mine, Rotarian Haris Chua from Rotary Club of Bali, Canggu. I've known him as an IT guy, but now he is based in Singapore. We miss him back in Bali though. So he discovers the joy of volunteering, working in the community, teaching and mentoring the young one. Left Bali in 2016 and I don't think he's back yet. So he's still in Singapore. German trained engineer and currently a cyber security specialist for data center. So welcome, Rotarian Haris Chua. The next judge is, okay, he has been with the Toastmaster for 14 years and also with Rotary for 10 years. Past President Arlan Setiawan, but I also going to call him as a distinguished Toastmasters Arlan Setiawan from Rotary Club of Surabaya Metropolitan and a member of Empire Toastmasters Surabaya. One thing that is very special about him, that his commitment to continue his education, and in the year 2012, I think he decided to pursue his master degree in the UK and graduated with the distinction. Congratulations, at the age of 63. Very, very commanding, sir. He is also the founder of the BizCom, a business community promoting 3P concept: people, planet, and profit. So that is, oh, and also Past President Arlan Setiawan is also having a birthday today. So happy birthday, sir. All right, the next one, Dr. Harlina Indra, MBA, from Jakarta Bahasa Toastmaster Club. She is a medical doctor and an MBA, and currently she is working, she's the secretary of Jakarta Bahasa Toastmaster Club. Is very, very happy and very excited to actually be invited in the contest and then learn from your courage, all the contestants. So the next one, Past President Jenny Carson. She's actually a Rotarian from Rotary Club of Hobart, chair of Rotary Against Malaria Australia. Okay, Dr. Jenny is a past president of Rotary Club North Hobart, Tasmania, Australia, from the District 9830. And the main area expertise, nurse education and maternal and child health. Last but not least is our distinguished Toastmaster Natali Tjahjadi from Magical Toastmaster Bali. Natali is a business manager by day and a public speaker by night, and she's been a member of Toastmaster for 7 years, and she found her passion in speaking and mentoring, and she believes in progressing rather than chasing after perfection. All right, those are all our, oh yeah, happy birthday for past president and distinguished Toastmaster Arlan Setiawan. Many happy return to you, sir. Okay, that's all our judges. So we've got 5 judges for this afternoon. So for all the young contestants, maybe this is the time to listen some of the rules and the guidance. Make sure you're going to have a break in between of the contestants' speeches, maybe for potty break. But other than that, stay tuned. So now let me introduce to you some rules and the guidance that are going to be delivered by our distinguished Toastmasters, Natali Tjahjadi. The time is yours, ma'am.
Thank you, Master of Ceremony, fellow Rotarian Susana Chandra. Welcome everyone to Interact's English Speech Contest 2020. I am the judge representative and I would like to share some of the rules and regulations regarding in this contest. So for your information, this contest will be recorded and may be used for publication purposes. The host is allowed to mute any attendees to ensure the smoothness of this virtual contest. The host is allowed to take pictures of the contest participants and attendees for documentation purposes. Those who need to go to the restroom, you may do so now, as we will not have any break until all participants have finished their speeches. Any audible devices, such as mobile phones, should be put into silent mode. There are 55 contestants who will compete today virtually, coming from 12 Interact Club. Interact Club of Skanema Bali, Interact Club of Jimbaran Bali, Interact Club of Bali Tirta Gangga, Interact Club of Bali Wiguna Selat, Interact Club of Janger Bali, Interact Club of Surabaya, Interact Club of Surabaya Persada, Interact Club of Kupang Fortuna, Interact Club of Johor Happy Solo, Interact Club of Aji Sakas Mansef Semarang, Interact Club of Bagimu Negeri Ku Semarang, Interact Club of Nusa Putra Semarang. As the MC has stated before, the purpose of Interact English Speech Contests are to promote the vision, mission, and the spirit of Rotary and Interact, to provide an opportunity for speakers to improve their speaking abilities and to strengthen the friendship among the intra-clubs and members. The contestants have drawn for speaking order, and in regard to saving time, I would not read them one by one, but it has been decided just like the slides. So for all the contestants, if it's possible, please write down your contestant number before your name. So it's also easier for the judges to see you. And this is the order for tomorrow. So some of the rules that we are looking for this speech contest, all the speeches are to be substantially original. Any quoted material must be identified during the speech presentation. The theme of this contest comprises of 3 different things: either humanity or community service, environment, or creating world peace. The time for the speech contest is 3 to 4 minutes. A contestant will be disqualified from the contest if the speech is less than 3 minutes or more than 4 minutes 30 seconds. For all contestants, please pay attention to the timer. Please make sure that you pin the timer in advance, because the timer will be activated as follows: green background at 3 minutes, yellow background at 3 minutes 30 seconds, and red background at 4 minutes, and will stay on until the speaker has finished speaking. No notice will be given if a speaker goes over time. So please make sure that you pin the timer. In the event of light failure, 30 seconds will be granted to the speaker. And in case of connection failure, contestant is allowed to reattempt his or her speech one more time at a later turn after relog into the Zoom. Contestant, please coordinate with your club coach in case this connection failure happens. Timing starts with the first word uttered or when the speaker uses any form of communication to the audience. There will be 30 seconds of silence between contestants for the judges to mark their ballots. And the result will be announced on the 15th of November on the event of World Interact Week. Once the results have been announced, all decisions are final. Good luck to all contestants and hope you have a great contest. Back to you, MC Susanna.
Thank you, Toastmaster Natali. That is a pretty long guidance, as I suspect. So anyhow, all the contestants, don't worry, enjoy the process and have fun. If you make a mistake, go for it. It's okay. It's only a test, right? Okay, so I'm going to start the contest because we have 27. Yeah, today? How many? Yeah, 27 contestants for today. I would like to, this is how I'm going to call your name, which is by numbers, your name, and the title of your speech. And I'll call you again to repeat the title and the name. Once I finish saying that, you can just start moving on with your speech. And we will be here listening to your speeches. Okay, are we ready? A very best good luck for everyone and also the judges. We are all ready? Any other question before we start? All ready? Thumbs up? Yeah? Okay, all right. Okay, now let me call on the first contestant for this afternoon. Contestant number 1. Arif Satria Pratama, Unconditional Love. Arif Satria Pratama.
No one in the world likes to deal with the ones who are called bad people. Murderers, criminals, thieves, even hearing their name makes some people feel irritated. I know that those people might never be welcomed by other people on this earth. I used to have that kind of feeling too, until I involved in community services that brought me to places where children live in a very tough life and a bad environment to grow. Since they were kids, they have witnessed animal cruelty, domestic violence, abusements, torture, drug users, you name it. I felt some of those kids committed crimes as they learned from their parents or adults around them. Audience, interactors, and guests. Most violent behavior is learned behavior. Research suggests that these forms of exposure to violence during childhood increase the risk of violence during adulthood by as much as 40%. 40%. Even though violence is not modeled at home, research suggests that the absence of violence, the absence of special bonds and controls, together with the failure of parents to teach conventional norms and values, puts the children at risk of later violence. Some neighborhoods provide opportunities for learning and engaging in violence. They used to be bullied and cursed by bad words. Even some of those kids sometimes are called by animal names. I felt so upset hearing they were treated so badly. So sad. Those crack communities need help. They should know that they are loved. They should know that we care about them. And I'm the only child of my family. And I always fall in love with the little kids. I love them just the way they are. I am lucky, to be honest, that I can get the opportunity to do something for the innocent kids who are just unlucky as they cannot choose their family or the environment that they want to grow. Through Interact Club, we went to visit children who live as street children, trash pickers, children who live in slum areas. We told them that we love them. We told them that we care for them. We taught them good things through games and little contests. We gave the winners small trophies. And believe me, small trophies meant a lot for them. Clothes and food can be bought in stores, but not with trophies. They knew that they were respected, and that is what's important. I could see their eyes sparkle. They were so proud of themselves. I know that some of those kids will become diamonds one day. And I know that we cannot help them all, but seeing one of them or some of them turning to be good makes me happy. Princess of Wales, the late Diana, once said, hugs can do great amount of good, especially for children. And yes, we hugged them. We carried them and we told them that they were loved. A quote said, if people were taught good with love, they are going to grow up and show love. Interactors, be there.
Okay, we will be giving all the judges about 30 seconds to actually compile all the ballots before we start with another one. It's quite amazing all these kids can actually speak English very well, huh? Okay. Okay, I'm going to start with the contestant number 2, Bella Ivana Kusumaranti, Trihita Karana. Trihita Karana by Bella Ivana Kusuma Fanti.
Honorable judges. First of all, have you ever felt prosperity in your life? Well, prosperity is usually referred to instead of being success. And every human being in this world have a right to feel prosperity. And we, as human, are the one who are responsible with that. Yeah, a little action can create the prosperity and that peace in this world. So, ladies and gentlemen and the honorable judges, in case of that situation, right now, I'm Bella Ivana, would like to deliver my speech about how to create that prosperity and that peace in this world. Well, ladies and gentlemen and the honorable judges, As Balinese people, we are really lucky that we have Trihita Karna concept. Yeah, Trihita Karna. Trihita Karna means three causes of prosperity. So in Trihita Karna, they consist of three elements that manifest happiness. So it helps us to take ownership and responsibility to our life, relationship, community, and environment. Well, it is in German. The Trihita Karna, they consist of parahyangan, palemahan, and the last one is pawongan. Okay, so now let's talk about the first one, parahyangan. Parahyangan is the connection between human and God. So it emphasizes that we have to always remember with our Creator. And it shows our gratitude for being alive. And also God can help us to lift our sadness, stress, anger. So by that, we can live in this earth with our own emotion peacefully. It is in German. The second one is palemahan. Palemahan is the connection between human and the nature spirit. Well, the nature has been giving us a lot of things that we need. They provide us food, fresh air, healthy environment. So by keeping a connection with the nature, of course, they can give us help. And we can live peacefully in this earth. And it is in German and the honorable judges. The last one is pawongan. Well, this one is to create the harmonious relationship of human beings. Well, after we have a good connection with the nature, after we have a good connection with God, now it's time to have a good connection with the other. Because we, as a social creature, always need someone around us. So, ladies and gentlemen, and the honorable judges, I do really grateful to be in this Interact community because I believe joining this Interact community is a small step to create that prosperity and that peace in this world, in line with Trihita Karna concept. We respect the nature here. Respect our religions. Respect the nature by doing a lot of environmental programs such as Go Green, waste management, tree planting, and so on. So, ladies and gentlemen, and the honorable judges, once again, trust me, we can achieve that real prosperity in our life. We can create that peace in this world, as well as we implementing the Balinese traditional concept, Trihita Karna. And we can do that by joining this Interact community. Iring sarang-sarang, jagalah lestarian. Iring sarang-sarang, laksana yang Trihita Karna. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was the traditional song from Bali, and that means we have to apply that Trihita Karna concept for a better life. And we can do that by joining this Interact community. So, ladies and gentlemen, this all speaks for me. Thank you for your attention and have a nice day.
Thank you very much, Cynthia. So we will give the judges to actually compile all the votes. 2 strong contestants already started. We still have another 25 contestants to go. Don't worry, all the judges, you will have your potty break in between. All right, we're ready for the next one? Yeah? Judges, okay? All right. Okay. All right, so I would like to call on the contestant number 3, Cynthia Saputri Wulandari with Friendship. So Friendship by Cynthia Saputri Wulandari.
Hello, my dear friend. I'm very happy in Interact and to have all of you as my friend. My name is Cynthia Saputri from Indra, Tjahjadi, Surakarta. I'm honored to have the chance to bring my speech here with you about friendship. First, let's thank Almighty God to bring us here together with health and happiness. I'm also thankful for our judges that will be judging. Do you understand the meaning of friendship? Certainly, most of us interpret friends as people who are always been there anytime in good times or in sorrow. It turns out that the meaning of a friend is much more than that. Friends are people who always remind us when we are wrong, not thus just to justify our word or action, because that is the essence of friendship. Friends don't invite you to badness, but we always remind you in kindness. Friends, have you ever heard of character named Aristotle? Yes, Aristotle is a Greek philosopher we have encountered in civic or sociology lessons. In civic, about his political trait, he became one of the sociology figures. According to Aristotle, there are three reasons why humans want to make other human their friend: pleasure, use, and virtue. The meaning is simple. Someone is friendly with someone else because that person can provide pleasure. For example, that person is smart, likes to share knowledge, likes to do treat, and so on. There is an element of pleasure that we feel when our friend with him makes its utility expediency. For example, when there is a test or exam, you can study together. This doesn't mean that it's useful to be asked as a cheat sheet, but it's useful to teach us about problem solving. And the less is the two, namely big friends, because our friends have virtues or plus values, such as being humble, patient, generous, and so on. There are people who are not friendly with their own neighbors. That friend solution for this can be done through character building for family and school. Also give advice to be more friendly and kind to others. Friends do not walk like scissors, which are straight with spirit toes that are joined. But friendship goes like needles that pierces and hurt but miss the spirit. In conclusion, looking for friends is like looking for a mate whose function is augmenting the beauty and comfort of life, one of the determining factor for the success of our life. Is a true friend, friends who never get bored to remind us in kindness. Thank you for time.
Thank you very much, Cynthia. President Ratna, are we allowed to clap hands or we just continue on? 30 seconds for the judges, or are we allowed to actually cheer up? President Ratna? No? No comment? Okay. All right, I will move on to the next contestant, number 4. Kalinka, Princess Belinda Lapen, with the Service Above Self. Service Above Self by Kalinka, Princess Belinda Lapen. Time is yours.
Before I start my speech, am I audible?
Yes.
Thank you. My first project in Indra Club was taking place at one of orphanage homes for disabled children. I was shocked seeing them in that poor physical condition. Some of them could not walk, while some others had intellectual disabilities. I was thinking that life was not fair for those children. I thought they had miserable life. They had to be very sensitive and like hurting each other. But what I saw at the orphanage home that day totally overturned my thought. I didn't see they fought or they hurt each other. They looked peaceful living with their physical limitations. That day, I learned the meaning of being grateful and real peace. Those kids showed me a precious lesson. Those disabled kids live in a peaceful life because they respect and accept differences. Yes, I guess The key of having peace in life is to respect each other and accept the differences. Audience and guests, don't you feel that we live in an unpeaceful world? So many wars and conflicts have been happening on this earth. Peace is more than just the absence of war and violence. Peace is not the absence of conflict, but the ability to manage conflict constructively as an important opportunity for change and increased understanding. Peace is a commitment to understanding, celebrating, and learning from difference. Peace is a commitment not to harm, but also to nurture. The wise words say, if you want peace on earth, take care of creation. I think peace is only a word. Many people say that it's difficult to find peace in a broken world. We indeed live in a broken world. I'm an interactor, that my dream is to be a diplomat when I grow up. I realized that to be a
Yan aku panggil.
Is
It
it a
seems that
connection
there is
problem?
it seems there is a internet connection problems. What's the judges should do?
Kalinka, are you there? Kalinka? Kalinka, are you there? Contestant number 4, Kalinka, are you there? Contestant number 4, Kalinka.
Can you hear us?
Kalinka, are you there? Okay, can you please repeat just from the part where you started with, it's my dream to be a diplomat?
It's my dream to be
a diplomat. Please restart your speech from that part. Is that okay? I'll give you 5 seconds to compose yourself, and anytime you're ready, you can start again. Timer, please start from the time where she got connection problem. Thank you.
I'm an interactor that my dream is to be a diplomat when I grow up. I realized that to be a qualified diplomat, I need to prepare, sharpen my skills, and broaden my horizon. Interact Club, a sponsored club by Rotary, gives me a lot of opportunity to learn new things, including how to promote world peace. That has become my biggest concern since I started my junior high school. I learned that through its program, Rotary creates environments of peace. By carrying out service projects and supporting peace fellowships and scholarships, Rotarian, Rotaractors, and Interactors take action to address the underlying causes of conflict, including poverty, discrimination, ethnic tension, lack of access to education, and unequal distribution of resources. The motto of Rotarians is service above self. It reminds interactors to think of how they can help others instead of their selfish thoughts. I'm Interactor Inka, a future diplomat. Thank you.
Thank you, Kalinka. Apparently, we can actually give a silent clap just to motivate all the contestants for all the hard work they've done. Okay. So how is the connections for all the contestants so far? All right, judges, okay?
We are okay. If I may suggest to the host, when a speaker is speaking, please do not accept anyone that's coming to this Zoom meeting, just leave them in the waiting room until the 30 seconds, because otherwise the bell ring, like the bell sound, ding, ding, it can also distract the contestant. So I think it's better just leave them in the waiting room until it's the 30 seconds of silence. Thank you.
I think that's a very good suggestion. So yeah, after the contestants, we will have a 30 seconds break anyway, so they can be let in. All right, so I will call on the next contestant, number 5, Anastasia Eugene, with the micro beads from the face wash and toothpaste products. So micro beads from the face wash and the toothpaste products by Anastasia Eugene.
Before I start this speech, am I audible? Hello everyone, my name is Anastasia Eugene Melinda. I am from the Indra Club of Surabaya. Today, I am going to talk about body care products, particularly the face wash and toothpaste and their effects to the environment. None of us never uses these products. It seems like an essential ritual for us to use them every day. Toothpaste is a must for everyone 3 times a day to be used for our mouth health. Face wash, for some people, has become another essential thing for their healthcare. However, the development of these products has come to a point where it becomes negative for the environment. There are some toothpaste and face wash products recently have been marketed to be better with their special beads material. Unfortunately, not many of us know and realize that these special beads material actually contain plastic. These special beads materials, they are called micro beads. They are made from solid plastic particles of less than 1 millimeter in their largest dimension. They are frequently made of polyethylene, but can be other petrochemical plastic as well. So, what is the relation of these plastic things to the environment? Well, the usage of these products actually links with water drainage that finally runs to the sea. As we all know, that plastic materials, even in micro size, is not biodegradable. The same story happens with these microbeads from the face wash and toothpaste products. They are ended finally at the bottom of the sea. These things, of course, will give a big negative impact to the marine life and other aspects of the sea environment as well. Moreover, the marine animals might consume these things, and unconsciously, these materials also be consumed by us through the fish that we eat. Having known about the truth behind the special beads in the face wash and toothpaste products, it would be wise for us to prevent the environment damage happened by stop using these products and try to find other products that are environmentally friendly. I believe this little step from us will give a big positive impact to the environment. That's all for my speech. Thank you for your time and have a nice day.
Thank you, Anastasia. I think I'll stop using the microbead wash then, huh? But I'm gonna need a solution. What's the replacement for the toothpaste? Okay. Now I'm going to call on the next contestant, number 6, Christine Lucia Rondo, with the title Best Friend of Human. So Best Friend of Human by Christine Lucia Rondo.
Am I audible? Data from Statista.com stated that Indonesia is one out of 10 countries with the largest forest area in 2020. Indonesia has 92 million hectares of forest under Russia, Brazil, Canada, United States, China, Australia, and Democratic Republic of Congo. However, Indonesia also has one of the highest deforestation rates in the world with 2.4 million acres lost each year. If this continues, it is not impossible that Indonesia will no longer have rainforest. Those are only a few impacts of deforestation. There are even bigger impacts that you and me must think about, which is global warming. I know it sounds like impossible, but at least we have to try. We have to do our best to save the forest. There is no more time for us to stay calm. It is time for us to make a move. Unless you want to live in a world where you have to wear masks all the time, or where you have to buy a tank of oxygen to help your breath. Now, the question is, how can we do to save the forest? The answer is very simple. Start planting a tree. Last year, my school conducted an event of planting 1,000 trees. We planted trees near our school. Each student has to plant a tree and take care of it until it grew bigger. I am responsible to the tree that I plant. I have to make sure that the tree gets enough water, and so do my friends. It is fun to do that. I love to take care of my tree, like I'm taking care of a baby. I dream that one day, when the tree that I plant is big enough, I can tell the people that I was the one who planted and took care of the tree. As an interactor, I encourage each of us here to do the same thing. I'm not asking you to plant 1,000 trees, but you may start doing so by planting a small tree in your front yard. Imagine if each us who join today's contest plant a tree, we have at least contribute to combat climate change. Bob Roy says, there is nothing wrong with having a tree as a friend. So start planting a tree and treat it like a friend. And you will later find the true meaning of having a friend, which is we always stand up for you, even though others try to hurt you physically or emotionally. I'm Micha, the younger generation of natural lovers. Thank you.
Thank you. I still hear the ting tong noise. What is it? Panitia, ada yang bisa tahu? What is that sound?
Usually it's when people coming in and coming out of the Zoom when you admit people in. So that's why I suggested to stop admitting people when the contestant is speaking and just leave them in the waiting room.
Yeah, is that still the case? Is that what the ting tong noise? Eka? There, what is that? That ting tong? Oh, is it the timer?
I'm not sure, Pepe Susana, because this I already looked at setting, but no have the.
So it's not when you're actually letting people in.
It's usually when you're letting people in, you can check in the Zoom preference. There will be like a button that says when you're admitting people in, it's
Now, yeah.
I think the only way to stop
Someone
this is
just
to lock
left
the
the
room.
meeting.
Oh,
So
or
the
someone
sound
left
is
the
from
meeting?
someone just left the meeting. Yeah.
Ah.
The only way to stop this is to lock the room, but people out there cannot join.
You have to change the settings in the website, not in the application.
Okay, can someone help out with that one? No? Well,
maybe
I think they're gonna work on it, Natalie. So, but we're just gonna continue on until hopefully it will be work out. So it's just a little bit extra pressure for all the presenter, huh? Okay, all right. Let me call on the contestant number 7 is Abigail Wu. The title is The Unseen Conflict. So The Unseen Conflict by Abigail Wu.
Good afternoon, judges and fellow speech contestants. My name is Abigail, and I'm here to speak about modern-day slavery under the theme of world peace. World peace means happiness, freedom, and peace in the world, which we cannot achieve with war and conflict going on, especially not with the existence of slavery, which severely violates the rights of individuals. Whenever the word slavery comes up, we think of the horrible event of the transatlantic slavery. We think of chains, whips, slave ships, shackles, sugar, cotton and coffee plantations. We think of an event that happened in the past several centuries ago. We think of a situation that had disappeared with the Slavery Abolition Act of 1833. When slavery was abolished in the mid-1800s, that should have meant that the extreme exploitation of other people for commercial or personal gain had finally disappeared from this modern society, and would only exist within the recounts of history books and stories of the people who went through that. But what was the purpose of exploiting other people so extremely? Simply put, holding other people captive and forcing them to work meant free labor. Free labor to work on jobs no one else would like to do, such as working on the massive plantations day and night. Free labor meant more profits, and that was what those who would benefit would want. Now, with the advancement of technology, some of these jobs should have been replaced, but that purpose that drove humans to exploit other humans still exists today. Slavery today exists in the unseen, hidden under the mask of what seems to be normal. It is no longer the type of slavery that was legal and done out in the open, but is done behind closed doors. Whether it is done to women or young girls exploited for sex, to children forced to work instead of study, or to forced laborers working on our clothes, phones, and food that is put on our table. Overworked, underpaid, and under control of threats. It takes place all over the world, Indonesia included. One case that has been resolved took place in 2013 in a kitchen supplies factory in Tangerang. The officials on the case had discovered that the workers were lured by the promise of being paid, but in reality, they were treated very inhumanly. The forced laborers were found to be mostly those who had received low education. Their bodies looked unhealthy and unkempt, and they were barely getting paid their wages. They were given the choice to go if they wanted to, however, after completing their contracts of several months. But still, they were treated poorly and were exploited for the gains of the factory owner, which no person should be treated that way. It all happened very near the government offices and officials, and in the midst of modern society. From this, we can learn that these things can happen right under our noses. We could be using the very items the forced laborers made. We could be eating the very foods that the laborers grew. People we might pass by on the streets may have been part of the human trafficking or may be related to victims of human trafficking. These instances show us that we are deeply connected with the exploitation of others, which is a very upsetting thought, however true. Stopping this completely is almost impossible, especially for those of us who have no direct connection. What we can do is speak up, learn about it, spread awareness, and support organizations fighting against modern-day slavery. In the end, what matters is that we do not turn a blind eye and submit in willful ignorance towards these cases. Thank you.
Thank you, Abigail. That is a very, very good point of view. You actually explained it very, very well there. Oh, okay. Judges are still okay. No need to have a break yet. No potty break yet. Continue on. Okay. I will call on the next contestant, number 8, Jasmine G. L. Green, with a plastic solution. Sorry, plastic pollution. So plastic pollution by Jasmine G. L. Green. Time is yours.
Everything that we consume and use cannot be separated from plastic. Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to thank our Almighty God to bring us here together with health and happiness. My name is Jasmine Green from Tjahjadi, Surakarta. In this opportunity, I want to discuss about plastic pollution. Plastic pollution is one of the biggest problems that we face in this world. The causes of plastic pollution are many. First of all, it's land pollution. It makes the land dirty and polluted with plastic. Secondly, it kills animals. In many ecosystems, there are approximately 8 million plastic every year. Because of these animals in many ecosystems digested the plastic because it's hard to differentiate between food and plastic. There's a report that globally 100,000 marine mammals die every year due to the plastic pollution. How do we solve this problem? We can start by doing small things like reducing the uses of plastic. Because when we go to supermarket, we often use plastic bags for our groceries, or using a plastic straw for drinking. We just throw them away. From now, we can start by using our own grocery bag to carry our groceries, and also by using metal straw that we can reuse them. There will be less plastic being used. Another solution, we can also start recycling the plastic. Here are some examples. You can make them into pots for your plants as a place to keep your small belongings, or making a money box out of them so you can keep your money. You can solve this plastic problem by encourage people around you, such as your neighbors, to do community service together. You can start by cleaning your neighborhood and then sorting out your trashes, organic, non-organic, hazardous, and toxic waste. Spread awareness about 3R, reduce, reuse, and recycle, especially in reducing plastic. In conclusion, plastic waste is really harmful to the environment because of the massive quantities. So from now, we have to reduce the amount of plastic and also start to recycle to save our environment. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you, Jasmine. You're so bubbly. There is Eji Marta there. She's so bubbly, makes me smile. Yeah, plastics. We still have that, right? Okay. So judges, all right, still okay? Listening okay? All right, because we're supposed to have a break after this, but if everyone is okay, we can just continue on. Any break? No?
The break is after the 9th contestant. This is the 8th one.
Oh yeah, but yeah, it's not at 5 minutes. All right. Okay. So I would like to call on the next contestant then, number 9, Sinta Ramadhani Zaina Tokan, with the speech title Frontline. So Frontline by Sinta Ramadhani Zaina Tokan. Time is yours.
Am I audible?
Yes.
If I wasn't hearing bad things about myself, I wouldn't think, oh, I'm a bad person. I cannot do this. I'm not going to do it. Whereas if no one said anything bad about me, I would push myself harder into doing things and knowing that I can do it. No matter what happens, I will do it. But I just can't. Cinta, what is your religion? Why your hair is so curly? It looks like noodles. I was often bullied when I was still in elementary school because of the color of my skin. Terrible. Some people say that racism has something to do with political interest. But being a 14-year-old girl, I don't know a lot what the causes of racism happening around me. What I understand, racism can cause a lot of damage to both individuals and communities. Although I'm still very young, but I have big concern for what has been going on in this planet, in my country, in my town where I live. I want to contribute to make a change to the world. But I know that I cannot do anything alone. I must work together with another young people who have similar vision and mission. I was told that I had to join a youth club that concerns on humanity and world peace. And 7 months ago, I was introduced to Indra Club, a youth club sponsored by Rotary Club. I was told that one of its 7 area services is promoting peace. I saw Rotary members work to promote peace and conflict prevention worldwide. So I decided to join Indra Club. Through Interact, we educate people to understand their rights and provide them with the knowledge and skills to be able to bring about positive change in their lives and in their communities. Studies on human rights have proven that racism, wars, bullying are caused by lack of respect and rejection of differences. A very popular quote says, "Treat people with respect if you want to be respected." More than everything, respect leads to a peaceful society. As interactors, we can do to try to prevent violence and cultivate peace in our fragile world. I'm confident that youth can play a critical role in creating a peaceful world for generations to come. So it starts from me and you, ourselves. Let's make a personal commitment to non-violence. When you see someone in trouble, whether he or she is lost, confused, upset, or has fallen, don't act like you don't see the person. Provide some help. We also need to be kind to animals. Wherever we go for our Interact mission, we always promote peace by showing people how to treat others and animals well. We feed the animals we meet on the streets. Many things we can do to participate in to create a peaceful world as our capacity as teenagers, judges, and audience. Peace comes from being able to contribute the best that we have and all that we are toward creating a world that supports everyone. I'm Cinta, a peace builder.
All right, so we actually finished with the contestant number 9. It's time for us to actually have a short break. So only about 2-3 minutes, 5 minutes top. So those who need to go to use the toilets or need to stretch their neck or your back, might as well you do so, and we'll come back in about 5 minutes time. So kayaknya Rotarians, should we need to do this for all Rotarians, not only interactors? How's that? PPIR, should we have the same contest for Rotarian?
I think so.
Yeah.
Good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, the first participant. Yeah, okay, you start.
What a Rotarian should do.
Yeah. So they have to, make a speech like all these interactors. Very, very good.
Yeah, because they have to know, because most of us don't know what to do, what a Rotarian is. They don't want to read.
We might as well ask them to actually do the speech, yeah?
Yeah. What is Rotary? Very good.
Hey, Tjahjadi, what do you think? Should we do it for all Rotarians? Hari?
Hello, yeah,
Yeah, should we have something like this for Rotarians?
yeah. Good idea. And I will be the spectator.
And I will be one of the judges.
Yeah, the theme that they actually bring up is pretty good so far. Very interesting. So yeah.
Ya, termasuk luar biasa anak-anak ini, luar biasa kita lihat. Hebat.
And they speak very fluently. Very good. Very good.
Kayaknya kalau buat Rotarian bahasa Indonesia aja deh.
But it is actually quite amazing what is
Pas
happening.
Presiden Susana.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Itu ada salah satu Rotarian dari Jepang yang juga Toastmaster, Natali Sisan.
Okay, Noriyuki
Mungkin bisa di welcome.
Hello. Yeah, thank you. So
Hi,
I enjoyed
how are
the.
you?
Yeah, how are you? Yeah, selamat pagi. Apakah?
Oh, selamat sore. Selamat sore.
Anyway,
Thank you very much for joining us.
yes. Because this time the Ika-san invited me this great meeting, so I enjoyed a lot of the young people to English speech. Yes, yeah, very good speech. Yeah, so I enjoyed this speech. Yeah, thank you. Invite me to the Ika-san. Yeah, of course, I'm a Rotarian. I belong to the E-Club Osaka. Yeah. So, thank you.
Itu juga ada Rotarian Jenny itu dari Australia.
Nomo arigato, Nuri
Yeah,
Yuki.
she's one of.
Sama-sama.
Rotarian Jenny, Past President Jenny is one of the judges.
Hello.
Oh, okay.
Hi.
Good to see you all.
How is it so far?
Very good.
How is it so far?
I really like what I've heard. The interactors were very good. So well done.
Yeah, it's amazing how they actually bring up the idea. Okay, my timer said that the 5 minutes is actually over. Do I have all the judges in the Zoom already yet? Is everyone here?
Yes, we are.
Harris, where are you, Harris? Is Harris around?
Yes,
Harris
I'm
Chua.
in. Yes, I'm in. All
Yes.
right.
I think all
Okay,
of us
Natali,
are
you're back. Pepe Arlan and Jenny and Ibu, what's the other one? Harlina, right? Harlina. Yeah. Okay, so all the judges here, can I start again? Continue on? Yeah, give a thumbs up? Okay. All right. Okay, welcome back everyone. So we are going to start with the contestant number 10. Amanda Tiara Devi with Bridging World Peace by Having Great Communication Skill. So Bridging World Peace by Having Great Communication Skill by Amanda Tiara Devi. Time is yours.
Before I start my speech, am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone, honorable judges, Rotary leaders, and fellow interactors. Also, special thanks to the President of Rotary Club of Surabaya Persada for attending the meeting, President Santi. How are you today? Today is a very unique experience for me because this is my first time attending a speech competition virtually. Back then, I imagined how our life would go by running our activities from our house when you can maximize your time rather than stuck in traffic for hours or just shorten your time to prepare for yourself because no one really knows your real condition is. Well, I haven't been imagining it since March 2020 because it is happening. It is real due to COVID-19. My name is Amanda Tiara Devi. You can call me Tiara. I am a 17-year-old instructor from Interact Club of Surabaya, Persada, District 3420. As a high school student, I highly understand that we as a human face a lot of things, including problems and conflicts, either conflict within or conflict with others. Nowadays, we are facing numerous things that happen in our surroundings. We might see that this problem is not our problem or not affects us directly, but as Paul Hawken, an environmentalist and a journalist said, all is connected, no one can change it by itself. So I personally think that almost everything around us affects us, including the way of communication and our act. So right now, I'm going to talk about creating world peace. Sounds heavy, but I am going to make it as simple, relatable, and understandable as it can be. An example, as we know, a few months ago, there was a very groundbreaking news that triggered various reactions from people across age and backgrounds in Indonesia. The topic was very simple. It was discussing a word, literally a word that nowadays we often hear in our daily life, especially millennials, people in my age. I think most of you know the topic. It is about anjay, a word that happened to be one of the most discussed and debated topics during this pandemic time, of course, by online platform because it was quarantine time, well, until now. For me, creating world peace is like nurturing the world from within. A comprehensive communication plays a big role in creating world peace. Having discussion or a debate with others is sometimes needed to find a solution. But remember, we have to communicate our ideas in a proper manner, but also deliver the information wholly. Sometimes the conflicts start not because of the content, but the way we deliver our content. Referring to Anjay's topic, imagine the discussion start nicely and not deliberately triggered others' emotion. Imagine the independent agency was socializing the content nicely and not in a rush. Also, not looking like leaning to one of the sides. The discussion would be much better. I've learned a lot during my time in Interact and also from Anjay topic. I've learned that having good communication skills is important to elaborate myself and the Interact Club. The skill can create bonding between interactors, enhancing each other's creativity and executing events as Interact Club of Surabaya Persada missions. Holding an event to intensify the bonding is very important to minimize unnecessary misunderstanding between each other. Moreover, you have to upgrade your skill by having projects with surroundings. Hence, Interact Club of Surabaya Persada promotes one-of-a-kind agenda. I hope you can learn and improve yourself during this hard time to be a better person, especially communicate our message in a proper manner. 2020 is a hard year for us to stay sane or even stay alive. So don't forget to take care of your health, take care of your mental health, and enjoy your time. Thank you for your attention. Back to the lovely Master of Ceremony, Pepe Susana.
Okay, thank you very much, Amanda. From Interactors Persada, yeah? Very well.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, we have another 10 seconds for all the judges to actually put on all their ballots. Okay, now I'm going to call on the next one. Contestant number 11, Cindy Fridella Tanodi. Be the first responder. Be the first responder by Cindy Fridella Tanodi. Time is yours.
Thank you. Before I start, am I audible? Let me start. One night, my mom and I went to a bakery not far from home. When we arrived at the front of the shop, we saw a blind man selling feather dusters. While I was waiting for my mom selecting the bread, I looked at everyone who was in the bakery. I was curious whether they would stop at the man and bought his stuff. But they only passed by in front of the man and not even looked at him. Although he couldn't see, but I could see from his face expression that he really hoped someone would buy his stuff. I have to find a way. I came back to my mom and I asked her whether I could buy the man something. And my mom said, of course, yes. Then I took some bread and a bottle of water, then brought them to him. He thanked us several times. We saw his big smile showing his happiness. And I felt so happy too. I remember a quote says, the biggest happiness in the world is to make others happy. And it's totally true. That night I went to sleep peacefully. Judges and audience, I live in a province which is considered the third poorest one in this country. I know that there are many poor people around me. Street children, kids living in dump site, dropout kids, many more who need help. I know being a blessing is a choice. Helping others is a choice too. I have to make a choice to do something good or not doing anything. But I realize that I'm only a 14 years old student who haven't earned money yet. My pocket money is not enough to help those kids. But I'm sure I can help them in my limited capacity. I had to find a way. Yes, joining a youth humanitarian club is the best action. Researchers show that teens who engage in community service are more responsible with higher self-esteem and resilience. Volunteering helps the teens new skills necessary for leadership, such as communication skills, time management, dependability, and decision-making. So I decided to join Intro Club to volunteer myself to be someone useful for others. I know I have only joined Intro for a few months, but I have learned a lot how to be someone useful for others. And I have also been trained to be a first aid and disaster response to be able to help people more. So, it's not true that a teenager cannot do to help people, isn't it? Another good thing, volunteering is good for your mental and even physical health too. Not only volunteering does boost self-confidence and happiness, but it has also been found that people who volunteering have lower mortality than those who don't. One of the Nobel Peace Prize recipients, Muhammad Yunus, said that making money is happiness, but making other people happy is a super happiness, and it's better than to receive. I have also been reminded by a saying, the more you share, the more you have. The more you give, the more you receive. I'm Cindy, the first responder. Thank you.
Thank you, Cindy. That is what the Rotarians and interactors are all about. We are here to be the first responder. Okay. Any comment from the Rotarians? Okay, we continue on. I'm going to call the contestant number 12, Komang Ayu Suarningsi. Komang Ayu Suarningsi, Keep the World. Keep the World by Komang Ayu Suarningsi.
Swastiastu. Good afternoon, everybody. So let me introduce myself first. My name is Komang Ayu Suarningsi. I'm from Untitled of Bali, Jakarta. Today, I will deliver a speech. The title is Keep the World. Dear ladies and gentlemen, the judges and all the contestants that I am proud of, first of all, Let us praise the gratitude for the presence of the one and only God. Thanks to His grace, we can meet even to in Zoom form due to the current pandemic condition. Hopefully, everything will always be in God's protection. Ladies and gentlemen, environment is a special unit with an object, force, condition, and living thing, including human and their behavior. Does anyone know what example of environmental problem are like? Does anyone know? Okay. In fact, there are many environmental problems that occur in Indonesia, including pollution, overpopulation, forest destruction, abrasion, and many more. Environmental problems originate from human indifference to the environment. This indifference is actually the result of a lack of knowledge, especially human awareness of the importance of protecting the environment for the survival of all creatures. The basic solution that can be used to overcome environmental problems is awareness. Consciousness just arises after humans feel the impact of the damage that nature has made, and only then do humans look for a way and make efforts to repair the exciting damage. Ladies and gentlemen, in addition, awareness can also make humans continue to preserve the environment for the sake of survival so as not to cause disaster greater than before that can happen. In environmental preservation, humans make various efforts. For example, in an arid environment due to logging of illegal tree, humans carry out reforestation or replanting efforts. Then, in area affected by flooding, humans carry out reforestation or replanting efforts. Then, in area affected by flooding, humans take countermeasures such as cleaning gutter and not littering. For this reason, it is very important to preserve the environment for the sustainability of living together. Therefore, so that natural disasters are not repeated continuously, as humans who live on Earth who have been given abundant natural world, we should thank God by protecting and preserving this environment. From now on, let us fix our environment. Well, everybody who I can see, thanks for your time and goodbye. Santi, Santi, Santi.
Thank you, Komang, with the Keep the World. Okay, all the judges okay? Yeah, we continue on. All right. Okay, I'm going to call the contestant number 13, Meta Puspita Sari. Where is our lovely earth? So where is our lovely earth by Meta Puspita Sari.
Where is our lovely earth? Hello, my friend. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Meita Puspitasari from Interact Tjahjadi, Surakarta. Today, everyone must stay at home. Will we see from the news about pandemic and the environmental degradation? The new virus and other type of diseases are coming because of climate change. Extreme weather could damage the ecosystem and the livelihood of human and other creatures. Our Mother Earth is sorry and crying in tears, which the tear can be falling down as unpredictable climate, the rise of sea level, and flood. That air and water quality affect the quality of natural environment. We might not be able to serve good food, clean water, and convenient shelter. The natural cycle is not in balance which will scan the humanity and the future list of plants and animals. Human activities become an important factor for the sustainability of the system. Because of modernity, a lot of harmful effects of human activities give bad impact on the environment. Air pollution, overpopulation, waste disposal, climate change, global warming, greenhouse gases are samples that make this lovely earth burn. The uncontrolled carbon monoxide, the abandoned use of electronic appliances, and the continuous consumption of plastic even cause the sickness of environment. Nowadays, it is very rare to hear more different type of bird singing and watching wildlife of unique animal or plants. I am afraid that we could not see banteng, the unique black bull from Indonesia, anymore in the next 10 years. Deforestation is also another cause. So many burning trees, burning land, burning forests. Although disaster can be just seen as a shocking show, we must do something. Where is my lovely earth, the nature of green and clean atmosphere? There is not much time to list our mistakes as human. We cannot only blame the government, nor the corporate or under private sector. Everyone plays important role for the saving the environment. Planting trees, saving energy, reducing plastic waste are simple action that each of us can do day by day. Let's make a change and make a difference. Cure this sick with our good spirit, hand in hand to protect the environment, and let's restore our earth into a lovely planet. There are a lot of ways to save the earth. There are reforestation, decrease the burning of rubbish, reuse, recycle, and plant more trees around your home. Thanks God for Indonesia and the green nature. Thanks all for me. Thank you. Let's save the earth. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
We already halfway through all the contestants. Is there any input or any comment from the judges? Are we doing it correctly, or is there anything that we can do it better? Is that okay, what we're doing so far? Yeah?
I think it's okay, MC Susanna.
Okay, so we'll continue, yeah? All right, good. Okay, the next contestant I'm calling out, number 14, Diego Armando Charlitos Mangi, which is It Is Now or Never. It Is Now or Never by Diego Armando Charlitos Mangi. The time is yours.
Before I start my speech, am I audible?
Yes.
Over the last 2 decades, Indonesia has seen a dramatic change in the quality of its air. From 2000 and 2020, our lovely country went from being one of the cleanest countries in the world to the one of the 20 most polluted in the world. In fact, a research from the University of Tjahjadi showed that the air quality in the big cities in Indonesia is very bad, that it is cutting 3.3 years of the average resident's lifespan. Even Greenpeace Indonesia estimates that at least more than 2,000 people die early every year due to the high level of the air pollution, with almost 2,000 babies born with a low birth weight for the same reason. Tjahjadi, directors, and fellow audience, pollution has become one of most concerning issue for our planet and mankind. It takes place when pollution contaminates our environment. In other words, pollution is responsible for disturbing the balance of ecosystem. Life nowadays is a like two-sided of a coin. When life is getting easier day by day because of the advent of technologies, pollution is also enhancing day by day. It seems like we are the prisoner for our own creation. I know it is a complicated issue for us, the young generation, but it doesn't mean we will not taking action to curb it. It is not just one person, organization, or the government problem. It is our problems. That is why it is requiring good cooperation among us to solve it. We can simply to do small actions. Small actions are at our home, such as burning leaf or trash, turn off light or appliances where they are not used, ride a bike or walk. If you go to nearby place, picking up trash, and many more. I myself has applied all those things at home, and I hope you have done the same things at your home. As an indirectors, we have to become different for the other young people. We have to show them even that we are young. We can do big things from other people and for ourselves. We are not like other people want to spend their time to doing nothing but thinking in themselves because we are the agent of the change. Before I end my speech, I would like to say that being an interactor is such an amazing thing in my life. I can do anything to help others. Like Mandy Hale said, there is nothing more beautiful than someone who goes out of their way to make life beautiful for others. I'm Diego. Let's protect our art.
Thank you, Diego. Why is the name is so long? It's really hard to pronounce it, but very well presented. So thank you. Okay. All right. Now I would like to call on the next contestant, number 16, Frederick Benvianis Nubatonis, making our community a better place to live. So, making our community a better place to live by Frederick Benvianis Nubatonis.
Excuse me, MC, is it 15 or 16 now?
Okay, sorry. I actually jumped one. It's number 15 now. Antonius Andi Martono. I'm sorry, my apology. Antonius Andi Martono, why we mustn't underestimate corals. So why we must not underestimate corals by Antonius Andi Martono, number 15.
Hello Interactors, I'm Mandy from the Interact Club of Surabaya, and I'm here to talk about corals. I'd like to begin with a story from a few years ago when I went scuba diving in Bunaken, an island popular for its underwater beauty. I was so excited to see many pretty fishes and colorful corals. But as soon as my eyes adjusted to the new world, all I saw were a lot of rubbish and dead corals. I went home, did some research, and found that there are more than 1,000 species of corals in Indonesia. But many of them are dying. We tend to neglect the importance of corals. We think they're just useless tiny soft-bodied animals living on the ocean floor. This is not true. Corals have so many impacts and benefits on us, humans. I think we must care deeply about these creatures. and I think understanding them better is a good way to raise awareness. Therefore, in the following speech, I will tell you about the benefits of corals, what problems they are facing, and finally, how we, as interactors, can keep them alive. Besides tourism and aquarium decoration, corals protect coastlines through their rough surface and complex structure. They block big waves from hitting the coast, thus preventing abrasion. They also protect sea animals and stabilize the ecosystem. Some types of corals can even be used as medicines for treating cancer, asthma, arthritis, and many more. There are also ingredients for cosmetics and nutritional supplements. Unfortunately, in recent years, many things have been destroying corals. Many people use explosives to catch fish quickly and easily, destroying their home corals in the process. There are plenty of stories of boat anchors destroying large areas of coral reefs. And it's common for dangerous chemicals to pollute the sea and infect corals. Fortunately, there are solutions to these problems. Explosives can be replaced with fishing nets or fishing rods. Instead of anchoring, sailors can tie their boat to the pier. Dangerous chemicals can be managed through a proper waste treatment. This is the job of the government to enforce these things. However, as interactors, we can do our part by helping raise awareness to other people. We can educate others about corals through our social media, either by sharing infographics, articles, and even pictures of corals. I have done this on my trip to Bunaken, where I posted pictures of corals. People became aware that we should do something. Your posts can also make a difference. So I hope my speech inspired you to take action. And that is all from me. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Antonius. Very well presented. So, my mistake for all the mistake before, for the mishap before. So now I'd like to call on number 16, Frederick Benfianis Nubatonis, Making Our Community a Better Place to Live. So Making Our Community a Better Place to Live by Frederick Benfianis Nubatonis.
Am I eligible? This morning, I found out a very interesting statistic in Indra that 20.1% or 1,150,000 out of 5.2 million people.
I think we need to stop for a sec because the connection is really bad. Natali?
Yes, Frederick, you are allowed to redo the speech again because when you start speaking, the connection was bad, so we couldn't really hear what you were saying. So I give you about 5 seconds to take, to compose yourself, take a deep breath, and when you're ready, you can restart again. Okay, Frederick? Yeah?
I'm ready.
Okay, cool.
I'm ready.
Timer, please restart the time. Thank you.
This morning, I found out a very interesting statistic in internet. Is that 20.1% or 1,150,000 out of 5.2 million people in East Tenggara are living in poverty. When you heard this number, what's the first word that comes to your mind? Sorry? Do you feel sorry about it? Or nothing bothers you? I encountered people who suffer me many times, but it didn't bother me at all because, in my opinion, it was okay to be poor. Everyone has their own destination in their life. So being poor is very natural. People win or lose, it doesn't matter. But this type of mindset had totally changed me after I joined Interact Group of Kupang Fortuna, which focused on social and humanitarian work. This group has taught me how to serve, to love, and to respect others. All things were new to me in the beginning, but from time to time, I found my passion in community service, which focused on humanitarian club. This club took me to assist people who need help. Every week, we visit a downside community, an orphan's home, meeting with street children, feed them, taught them how to write. Honestly, this kind of activities had never been in my mind before. But I never expect myself to do things that I used to feel reluctant to. The experience and the value from the community service project had changed me in many positive ways. From the stubborn and selfish boy to be a sensitive person. I became more aware and responsive towards people around me. I see a problem in my community as an opportunity for me to give help in my capacity as a 16 years old boy. Some education experts say that good work should start at young age. So a kid who is taught to serve or to care about the needy, later he or she will grow up with a good-hearted person. I know it's true. I find that community service is just like a life school to learn about humanity and to sharpen our empathy. I'm telling you, when you do good things with people, look at their eyes. You will see how happy they are, and that will make you happy too. I realized that community service has the potential to be life-changing. So I encourage every young people to start serving your community. Mahatma Gandhi once said that the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Therefore, let's roll your movement and making our community a better place to live. I'm Interactor Fian. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Fian. A little bit sweaty, Fian, huh? Nervous? But overall, it was a very good presented. So, okay. I know it's a lot easier when we're sitting on the judges or just listening, right? Instead of being judged. So, well done. I would like to call contestant number 17, Ikade Kaniayase. Self-consciousness, small step to save the environment. So self-consciousness, small step to save the environment by Ikade Kania Yasser.
The honorable judges, respected audience, and everyone here today. Om Swastiastu. Thanks for the chance that given to me. I am Hani Yasser from Interact Bali Gunaslat. Today, I'm gonna give you my speech entitled Self-Consciousness, Small Step to Save the Environment. Imagine if you walk outside and it's hot as hell. Also imagine our future generation will only know badak, orang utan, and jalak Bali from the picture. Also imagine you have to buy oxygen because trees are no more access. That imagination is not actually impossible if we keep ignoring our environment. As we know, nowadays, we are still facing many environmental problems, such as climate change, air, water, and soil pollution, illegal logging, and so on. However, human activity is the biggest contributor to cause that problem. Yet, human is the most affected by environmental damage. So, we have to take action immediately. One of them is through self-consciousness. Self-consciousness is a heightened sense of self-awareness. In this case, to save the environment. Having this kind of self-consciousness means we will take action without any pressure because we highly realize that saving the environment is so important for the future. We can start by such a small thing, such as separating waste, applying 3R, and planting trees around the house. Now, we have a question. Do that small thing can make any difference? Well, of course. As the Atomic Habit writer James Clear said, small and sustainable positive change can give a big impact. So, our small and base consciousness surely will give big impact if we keep doing it sustainably. From that, there's nothing to it. We can start to save the environment based on our consciousness and persuade the other too. Of course, our happy gardening activity can be one of the good beginning. That's all from me. Thank you. Self-consciousness from ourselves for our future.
Thank you. So we're gonna give the judges some time to actually do the marking before we're moving on to the next one. Okay, I'm going to call the contestant number 18, Jihian Apta Giovanni. Let's act, dude. So let's act, dude is from Jihian Apta Giovanni. Time is yours.
Okay, before I start, am I audible? Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jihian Apta Giovanni, as one of instructors from Bagibu Negriku Vocational High School. Thank you for the opportunity given to me. On this blessed occasion, I'm going to talk about our contribution. In this fast and easy era, we can do many things. Even what could not be done before, it becomes possible to do it, such as buying food with just one touch. Information is everywhere. Even China is developing technology to revive the dead. There are many other developments that exist today. Current technological developments make us often have to learn, adapt, especially with the current pandemic. Causing everything to be limited, even to shake hands, we cannot. Even though, on the other hand, we as the young generation have responsibilities, and we must also contribute to this country. Because the future of this country is in us, then how can we make our contribution so that we can remain productive during a pandemic? I'm personally moved to help people who are really affected by this pandemic. In Tuban, there is one pilgrimage place where there is one public transportation, namely a pedicab. However, due to this pandemic, this place has been temporarily closed, and the pedicab drivers get no passengers, even though they have searched it elsewhere. What I want to do is give a little blessings of packaged rice. But how do I give a packed rice? Whereas buying or making packaged rice yourself costs money. I have some tips. That are easy enough to do. In fact, we can all do it. The first is we can process used goods into selling value items. We can make mags from patchwork, who during this pandemic they trade using their social media. There are those who trade clothes, mags, food, drinks, and so on. Or another example, if our neighbors are affected by this virus, we can help provide logistics according to our ability, whether with food or medicine, and still look after each other. I personally know we must also experience shortcomings both financially or otherwise. But in this pandemic, there are definitely positive things we can do. Out there are lots of people who need it more than us. I noticed on Instagram there are lots of generous people, those who contribute to this pandemic. There were raids on hungry stomachs, some gave free bags, some gave PPE, and many more. In my opinion, at a time like this, which has a different atmosphere, things change quickly. But let's fight. We are young. We have fresher energy and ideas than our seniors. So we can make fresher contributions. In this pandemic, there are many positive things behind negative events. I believe we all experienced this that before the pandemic we did not do that. But when there is this pandemic, we can do it. Show our contribution as family members. So I invite all of us to contribute it according to our ability. It can be in any form, small or large. At last, I want to give a message to all of us. I quote this message from the message of Mr. Tjahjadi. Wherever you are, continue to be the best and give the best that you can give. I think that's all about my speech. Thank you for your attention. Good afternoon. God bless you and have a nice day.
Thank you very much. We are done with the 18 of the contestant. It's actually time for us to have a break, but I would like to give a big applause for every contestant. You guys doing your rock on, very good. So we give them a big applause, and we're gonna have a 5 minutes break for all the judges and everyone who need to go to the toilet or just straighten out your bag. So we'll be back again another 5 minutes. Okay, we are on a 5 minutes break. Ada yang mau nyanyi atau mau cerita? This is the time.
Maybe Pepe Susana, you want to go to the toilet? You do not need it. So asking someone, anybody want to go to the toilet? How about you?
I'm okay. Maybe this is the time for us to catch up. Now, Pepe Wijaya, where are you?
Hi, I'm here. Thank you, Susanna.
Apa
you become the MC. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm surprised that you become the MC. Wow.
Oh, anything for the Rotary, huh?
Just always for the Susana, yeah.
Yeah.
I was the Toastmasters, member of the Toastmasters back in 1993, 1994, I think, but that was a long time ago.
1993, wow, it's a long time.
Yes.
I joined Toastmasters in 2010.
Okay.
I guess you are longer enough after you.
Yeah. Itu ya Susana.
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm not very active. No, I'm like a tail. Nothing.
Yeah,
No.
Pepe Susana, let's Ratna.
Yes.
Yes.
We have a special guest here, Rotarian Noriyuki Nakanishi from Japan.
Yes, yes, we
Oh
already.
yeah.
Yes, I'm from
Also-
Japan. Nice to meet you, Waja Kusumo.
Hello.
Yeah.
Thank you
Hello,
for coming.
Kusumo-san.
We also have LPTG Febri Dipokusumo also here. So thank you.
Oh,
yeah.
see, hello. Are you on the way somewhere? Like you're on the go? Pepe Wijaya, are you on the go?
Sorry.
Lagi mau
I'm on. Yes. I want to go to somewhere.
Always on the way, Pepe Susana. Every time, I don't know, day, night, evening, midnight. Oh, also Tjahjadi, Hari. Both of them are like a street man.
Me too.
No, they are Rotarian on the
I'm
go.
a mobile person.
Sorry, based on DTD, our MC Susana, based on her request, one of us we have to sing. I think President Rana as a community chair will be presented us to will be sing. Yeah, please, Ratna.
No. Okay. Maybe, DG, why don't we have like a competition for the Rotary on the Rotary? Or no?
You will be the winner.
Next year.
I'm worried you will be the winner.
The committee is the committee MC is ready, only the contestants.
Boratna, there is a request from 023.
Yes.
Actually,
Ibu, we don't have YouTube streaming because I already asked the host. They have a problem with that.
No, sorry.
But we're having a recording. We have a record on.
Boratna, candidate number 23 would like to have. I think what they're saying is there's Margaret soon, so this candidate wants to present soon. I think candidate Clarinta wants to present now because of Margaret. Can you look at the chat? There's a message from the chat.
Yeah, I'm looking at the chat now. She said, if it is my turn, but there is azan, is it okay? Because I think my turn will take.
The connection is very bad. I cannot hear you.
Dia timingnya kemungkinan dia di maghrib azan.
Yeah.
Diputuskan dulu Presiden Ratna. Decided by judge, sir.
Yeah.
It's okay. We can just can we go ahead?
Boleh.
Judge Natali, can we just go to the next number and then we come back to the previous one?
Yes, good.
Yeah,
Right.
I would actually suggest that if she wants to go first, then she can go first because it will be better without any background noise.
Right.
So meaning number 23 will be going first before the 19?
Yes.
Okay.
So Clarissa, are you going to be ready? Because we're going to be on pretty soon.
Yeah, I guess that's better.
Yeah? Okay, all right. She
Yeah,
said,
I'm ready.
Okay,
Okay,
all right.
Okay, good. She's ready.
I would like to absen dulu nih. All the judges are here. All the Rotarians are here. Yeah? All the judges. Ibu Jenny, Rotarian Jenny, he's here. Harlina, Dr. Harlina. Yeah?
Yes.
And okay. Past President Arlan.
Yes.
Okay, and then my friend Harris. Yeah? All
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Welcome back. So, okay, we're gonna continue on. It's exciting. This is the last batch before we finish for the day. So we're gonna call contestant number 23, Clarinta Shefa Kalani.
Hi.
Hi. The importance of mental health awareness. So the importance of mental health awareness by Clarinta Shefa Kalani. Time is yours.
Hi, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible and you can start now.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening to the honorable judge and everyone who are joining this competition. Thank you for being here on this lovely day with me and giving me the perfect chance to speak on this platform. But first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Clarinta Shefa from Ajisaka in Jerak Semarang, and today I am going to deliver you my speech, which is about mental health awareness. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to start giving you information and important points about this issue that is still rarely discussed in our country and how to act about it. So, let's start. What is exactly a mental illness is? So, mental illness is a mental health disorders, refers to a wide range of mental health conditions that change the way you think, act, change your mood, also behavior. It is also affecting 90% population of the adults, 46% population of the teenager, and 13% population of children each year. Also, you have to know what is the most common cause of mental disorder that could be found. It is anxiety disorders such as bipolar, such as obsessive compulsive disorder, panic attacks, fear of crowds, and OCD. Also mood disorders such as bipolar disorder and well, so why is it so important? Because our mental health matters the most. It is very important and it could happen to anyone. Basically you, your loved ones, everything around you. Well, you have to know also that it could lead them to madness, even worse, suicide. Creepy, right? Well, we wouldn't want that to happen to our loved ones, would we? So that is why, ladies and gentlemen, I, as an interactor, will start telling you my point of views, ideas, also opinions about this issue and how to handle it professionally, hopefully change our mindset to be more better and open-minded with the others, such as my mission to spread peacefulness around the world, starting from my city. So let's start with us knowing what usually could cause a mental health breakdown. Well, as I observed, usually heartbreaks, internal family problems, racism, discrimination, bullying, also no lack of attention and support in life usually could cause a mental breakdown, madness, suicide, or depression. So that is why if you find yourself being in a hard, stressful situation, I suggest you to 1. Talk to people that could comfort you or give you the best advice that you need. 2. Take a break from everything that could distract you. 3. Spend time with people that makes you feel more valuable. 4. You may take a rest from everything that distracts you or just cut the toxicness out of your life. 5, if that isn't enough, you may seek help from professional help such as therapists or psychologists. Let's know that everything is not meant to be mock or joke. I need you to think more wisely before you say act, because there is also a huge part that could affect the way someone will feel and behave. Also, as a human being, in addition, we help to help each other in need, because helping people in need and seeking for help does not make a human being weak nor vulnerable. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, it is my mission as an interactor to start inviting people to do good deeds with their own voice. Here is some ideas that you could do to spread awareness about mental health. 1. Join the campaigns or community about mental health and also celebrate Mental Health Day. 2. You may share articles about this issue, what should be done and should not be done. 3. You can share your own thoughts and opinions about how to make this world a better place with your voice. So that is all I can say today. From all of this, I need you to understand that if you find someone that is so toxic in your life and it is a barrier for you to do your own thing and to be yourself, it is okay to cut them from your life, because there is nothing more important than your own happiness. So that's all I can tell for today. Thank you for your precious time. I would like to say sorry
if there were any flaws, to remember that better days are coming after a great storm. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Clarinta. Don't forget to breathe. So many information, so little time, and a lot of pressure. Okay, I can understand that. All right. Okay, we're back on to the contestant number 19, Giovanni Michela Sadu, the most precious resources. Okay, so the most precious resource by Giovanni Michela Sadu. The time is yours.
Before I start my speech, am I audible? Boen Tuka is the name of the village in the region of Timur Tengah Selatan in the province of East Nusa Tenggara. It became viral on social media about a month ago. 100 people from that village had to walk for 10 kilometers away only for getting clean water. 10 kilometers? It's so pity. I just can't imagine if I have to walk that far only for getting clean water. As there are two seasons in Indonesia, dry and wet season, that averagely each season occurs 6 months, but not in East Nusa Tenggara. Wet season occurs only 3 or 4 months. Lack of rain causes drought. Besides, Entity is a province which has experienced the effects of drought due to the global phenomenon El Nino. The drought is a slow onset disaster, meaning that its impact are felt gradually by the community over a longer period of time. And this phenomenon doesn't happen only in East Nusa Tenggara, but water crises happen in many places in Indonesia. Even many countries are facing water storage. But many people may ask, do you think Earth will ever run out of water? I used to think that we would never run out of water too. Well, over a million of years, much of this water is recycled between the inner Earth, the oceans and the rivers, and the atmosphere. This cycling process means that fresh water is constantly made available to Earth's surface where we all live. Our planet is also very efficient at keeping this water. Water, as a vapor in our atmosphere, could potentially escape into space from Earth. While our planet as a whole may never run out of water, it's important to remember that clean, fresh water is not always available where and when humans need it. In fact, half of the world's fresh water can be found only in 6 countries. More than 1 billion people live without enough safe, clean water. Unfortunately, many people waste water without realizing it. The average person wastes up to 30 gallons of water every day. In a world where so much of the population lack access to safe water and sanitation, it's shameful that we still waste so much water, especially in cities like ours. And let's admit it, we've all had a role to play. As interactors, we are called to do something to make a difference. Let's keep doing safe water campaigns and don't give up to educate people how in using water wisely. We can no longer waste the world's water. Turn the tap off as soon as you start brushing, saving, or doing the dishes. For washing the dishes, fill one sink with clean rinse water and one with soapy water. For rinsing your mouth, simply keep a glass of water at hand instead of drinking it directly from the tap. A small action taken by you can help to save about hundreds of liters of water. Let us together make this world a better place to live for the generations to come. I am Interactor Viva, a water saver. Thank you.
Thank you. So it reminds me there is no bath time now. No use the bathtub, yeah? But it is true. Indonesia, I think, is a bit of crisis in water. Haris probably be able to share how Singapore managed to actually, regulate the usage of the water in Singapore. So thank you very much, Gianni. Right? Okay. All right. So we move on to number 20, Blenda Rahma Puspitasari. How can we have an equal distribution of education in Indonesia? How can we have an equal distribution of education in Indonesia? By Blenda Rahma Puspitasari. The time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Article, the founding father of the Rotary Foundation, once said, Rotary is bigger than any one man, than any board of directors. His wisdom shows us that in order to achieve the goal of the Rotary Club, we need to cooperate together to create betterment in this society. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Blenda Rahma. I'm from Interactor Surabaya, Persada. On this happy occasion, I would like to deliver a speech about how can we have an equal distribution of education in Indonesia. We are living in the digital era where it is so easy for human beings to gain access to new information from the comfort of their own hands. However, do you know that more than 42,000 schools across Indonesia don't have internet access? This has caused unequal opportunity for the student to access the online education. Especially during the pandemic, the digital inequality has become a barrier for the student to attend their school. One of the main causes of this inequality is the limited network infrastructure. It's almost impossible for network companies like Telkom to reach a very remote areas to build antenna for internet connection. It is very devastating to know that the limited internet access has prevented these kids from knowing so much about their own country, Indonesia. Sometimes they haven't even communicated with someone from outside their tribes and village. Since the establishment of the Rotary Foundation, the club has brought many positive impacts all over the world, including Indonesia. As members of Rotary Club, we need to cooperate together in creating social services so that we can educate and create a better future for the next generation. My goal is simple, which is to educate students more about their own country. We can achieve this using the intercity exchange program. We can invite the students from remote areas of Indonesia to the big cities where they can learn more about the development of Indonesia. At the same time, the students from remote areas are going to share the cultures with the student living in the city so that there will be a cultural exchange and understanding between the students. In this, I believe that they can be a great person, which is more motivated to develop themselves, have an open mind and highly educated. Therefore, the digital barrier will no longer causing the education inequality. Lastly, please remember that a small social service will make a huge difference in someone's life. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much, Blenda. Thank you. So I'm giving some time for the judges to give some points for all the contestants. Yeah. Only 6 or 7 contestants to go. I presume all the judges are in the good condition, right? Okay. Let me call the contestant number 21, Gracia Salsabella Wita. Plants have feelings too. So Plants Have Feeling Too by Gracia Salsabella Wita. The time is yours.
Am I audible? Someone once said to me that if you want to be happy for a lifetime, be a gardener. At first, I didn't understand what he meant to me. There was no correlation between someone's happiness and being a gardener. A gardener is a gardener. His happiness depends on how he goes through his life. But then I started to believe that being a gardener could make someone happy after seeing my neighbor. I knew he really loved gardening. There are lots of different types of flowers he planted in front of his house. He takes care of the flowers every single day, morning and afternoon, like he's taking care of a baby. The funny thing was, sometimes he talked to the flower. He was like communicating with them. I was thinking that he had a power of reading plants' mind. One day, I asked him, "Why you talk to the plants? Those flowers didn't have mouth to reply what you say to them." He answered me nicely. He said, "They surely don't have mouth, but they have feelings. They can feel how much you love them. That is the best fertilizer for them and the most important."
Is it just me or did she stop?
Yeah, I think she freeze. Gracia, are you still with us? Gracia, I think she is completely cut off. Gracia?
Gracia, are you there?
This is the beauty of the internet.
Yes, just like the previous contestant.
Yeah. So what do? We just moving on to the second one first and then wait for Gracia to come back or what?
Yes, I would suggest that we skip contestant number 21 and we move to contestant number 22. And whenever she reconnected,
we'll come back.
First reconnect back.
Yeah.
Then we can call her once it's ready.
All right.
Timer, please reset. Is the timer still here as well, or the timers is not here? I think the timers is gone as well.
Ah. Okay. Well, Indra, Indra, who's actually holding the timer?
Yes, DTD Kupang all pick up. I think the signal up and down.
Oh, so timernya dari Kupang ya?
Yes.
The timers is in Kupang, so we can't.
Both timers or just one?
all from Kupang.
Okay. All right. Can someone call President Ratna, see what's happening?
Yeah, I call Pres Ratna. Wait a minute, DTD.
All right. So the whole connections to Kupang is pretty much cut off.
It seems so. Yeah. But this is a good lesson for tomorrow. So maybe have one timer from Kupang and one timer from other region like Bali or Surabaya.
That is a good idea. Yeah.
Maybe MC Susana, maybe we can have like break instead of we're lounging.
All right. So we'll have a 5 minutes break and then we'll come back. Yeah. Okay.
Hopefully the committee can resolve this.
DTD, maaf. Lah.
Okay, they are working on it. So we are on a break. So go to the toilet, and do whatever it is, and we'll come back in about 5 minutes time.
Ya, di Kupang lagi mati lampu. Jadi mereka masih hidupkan ini. Generator. Yap. Mohon ditunggu, masih connecting.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Kalau gitu Pepe Indra aja nyanyilah. Putu Indra, nyanyilah 5 menit.
Yang pinter nyanyi justru MC kita. Ayo satu lagu. Keluarkan yang biasa dilatih itu. Ayo.
Iki loh, Nek Rotari itu kalau udah minta ya MC, ya ngedagel, ya nyanyi, ya segalanya aja.
Yeah. All my judges will be energetic again with 5 minutes rest. Okay, come on, this is Susana. One song for you.
Excuse me, MC Susana. Contestant number 25 asking in. She is asking in the chat box. She said that she needs to go.
Okay. Mom, I have to go. Apa bisa dipercepat? Yeah, the question is we can't even start. How are we gonna percepat? Okay. Number 25. So how you actually situate this one, Natali?
I guess this is like really depend on whether the Kupang group can connect or not. I mean, I can do timer for maybe.
Maybe we can start with just our own timer. How's that?
Yes. If someone can take over the role of timer, I think that would be better.
Can Putu Indra maybe? Putu, can you do the timer? Pretty much they can't go over 4 minutes 30 seconds. Yeah?
Yeah, so at 3 minutes, do you have virtual background, Bu Putu? Oh, Kaynard, okay. So Kaynard private messaged me and he said he can do timer. So Kaynard, would you mind to unmute yourself? So I can see where you are. Okay, Kaynard. Okay, can you, yes, can you please try your virtual background? Awesome. So, yes.
Okay, so Kaynard will be the timer?
Yes. So please, host, is it Ibu Putu? Ibu Putu, please.
Putu?
Yeah.
Putu Indra? Yeah.
Yeah. So our timer for like our temporary timer is Kaynard, who has graciously volunteered himself. Can we give him like a round of applause first? Well done, Kaynard.
Thank you, Kaynard.
Thank you.
You're a lifesaver.
Yeah. So Kaynard, please pay attention. 3 minutes, green. 3 minutes and 30 seconds, yellow. And 4 minutes, red.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, just keep the lights on until the speaker finishes speaking. And when they have finished speaking, just write down the time and you can private chat me so it's not visible to anyone else.
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. So,
okay. So we can start?
Yes.
Okay, great. Meaning we will be able to take Katarina Jocelyn to actually move forward because she has to go?
Katarina, are you there? Contestant number 25?
Yeah, she's actually ready.
Yes,
Take a deep breath, darling. Okay, no rush. Okay, so we back on.
Yes, please make sure you pin Kaynard. Kaynard, would you mind to rename yourself? Timer Kaynard. Just so it's clear.
Okay.
Sorry, MC Susana.
It's all right. It's all right.
Thank you. Back to you.
Okay. All right. Now, what's that? Sorry, what's your name, darling?
Katarina Ellen.
Katarina, number? 25. Okay, all right. Number 25. All right, so Kenneth, are you ready? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, everybody ready. Okay, so we like to call contestant number 25, Katarina Jocelyn Ellen Chandra, Youth Contribution for World Peace. So Youth Contribution for World Peace by Katarina Jocelyn Ellen Chandra. Go ahead, Don.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ellen from Archie Junior High School. I am a member of Interact Club of Surabaya. Today, I would like to deliver my speech about world peace. We all know that currently, so many nations and countries are dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic. Tensions and conflicts are getting higher because of the pandemic. And the research shows that specifically this year, the global peacefulness has dropped quite low. Not to mention the countries that are having war, such as Afghanistan, Syria, and Iraq. What is world peace? World peace is an ideal condition and situation of freedom and happiness among all countries. It means the freedom of people to act or change without having any constraint. This we need to highlight the importance of respect during this freedom as well. The next question, why world peace is important for us? Obviously, with our world being in peace, people can live in joy and happiness. These situations will impact the economy and political life in our countries. With all of the nations being in peace and working together nicely, they can help each other to rise up their economy level to be better. For example, our country, Indonesia, is highly dependent on our tourism. With a good connection between countries and nations, it will be easier for us to bring the international tourists to come to Indonesia. And eventually will grow our economic industry. So how do we achieve this world peace, especially our role as youth like ourselves? First, we can start from little things such as giving a smile toward each other. Smile to the people around you despite their mood. We also can make a campaign such as Global Day of Smile. Global Day of Smile is a celebration where people will smile towards each other to make their surroundings and feel warmer. This is the first way where we can actually do easily. Second, we do realize that people have so many different backgrounds in race, religions, and cultures. Those various backgrounds can sometimes create conflicts among each other. But when we're willing to understand and to eliminate racism and discrimination, I do believe that we can reduce these conflicts and contribute more to the world peace. Last but not least, be brave to speak up. It means being brave to say no when something is wrong and support things that are right by saying yes. I do believe that if youths are willing to do those three things, world peace is not impossible to reach. That's all for my speech. Thank you for your attention and have a great day.
Thank you. So smile. So what are those three? Very, very nice. Okay. I'm not losing any of the judges, right? All the judges are on, right?
All the judges are good.
Okay, all right, good. Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay, everybody ready, yeah? Okay, all right. So we're gonna moving on to the contestant number 22, Komang Artika Pratnya Paramita with Trihita Karana and World Peace. So the Trihita Karana and World Peace by Komang Artika Pratnya Paramita.
Before I start, am I audible?
Yes, you
So,
are audible.
so everyone ever heard about world peace, right? World peace is everyone dream about. It is the situation we want to live on, but sometimes we undervalue it. So what is world peace actually means? Based on Wikipedia, world peace is a concept of an ideal state of happiness, freedom, and peace within among not only every people live in every nation on this planet, but in my opinion, it also means a harmony among humans, animals, and environment. So, based on that meaning, what do you guys think? Do we already reach world peace yet? And the answer is sadly no. We are still far away from world peace or even a peace with our neighborhood, our friend, or within ourselves. Then, there is still a lot of civil wars out there. A lot of people or even children suffer with no nutritious food, no clean water, no education, or even a house to live in. They threatened by dangers every second of their life. So, can we call it as a peace or happiness at all? But therefore, here I am on this evening would like to deliver my opinion about how to solve this problem and reach our ultimate goal, world peace. Actually, the answer is not far away from us. It is our culture passed down from our ancestor generation to generation. It's called Trihita Karana. Trihita Karana is a Balinese traditional concept of three causes of well-being, or we can call it as three reasons for prosperity to bring harmonious relationship. Those three reasons called parahyangan, pawongan, and palemahan. So let me explain in brief those three one by one. The first one is parahyangan, which means a harmony with God. In our country, where all its citizens has religion and belief with God, parahyangan can be done with simple praying, or we can do it by doing something good and not doing something bad. The second one is pawongan, which means harmony among humans. As a human being, we know that we can't live alone. We always need the others. So we need to build a healthy and good relationship with others. By creating that, we can create a safe and peace world. Then a safe, and it's our ultimate goal, right? As an interactors, we can done it with doing helping each other when someone needs help, even as strangers. We can. The last one or the third one is palemahan, which means harmony with our nature or environment. Even how sophisticated our technology is, even how rich we are, how good our culture is, we can't live without our environment. We need to keep it clean. We need to keep it green. By destroying it in the name of modernization, it's the same meaning with suicide for us. We need to save our next generation life. Maybe we can more prefer to use paper bags than plastic bags. It really helps. So before I end my speech, I want to tell you that Trihita Karana is a valuable roadmap to live a life with harmony and balance so we can reach our ultimate goal. As an interactors, we need to contribute. We need to doing simple action that count. We need to start it now before it's too late because world peace is no longer with us. I'm Artika. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, thanks to Antika, right? Okay, with the Trihita Karana. Okay, we almost gone to the through the list here. All right, I'm gonna call on the contestant. Yes,
I think the timer is already back, the real timer.
Ah, okay, all right. Yeah, I can see the real timers here. All the coupons ready here? President Ratna? Okay. Yeah, the timer 1 here, timer 2 is here. So we are back on track. But I think we have to give it 2 thumbs up to Renat to actually move, go forward to help us during the break time.
Yes.
Okay, so now I would like to call on the next contestant, number 24, Hannah Priscilla Adu, Loving Environments. So Loving Environments by Hannah Priscilla Adu. Are you here?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Go ahead.
Before I start my speech, am I audible? Thank you. Supporting the environment becomes the new area of focus of Rotary. Foundation Trustee Chair Rotary International says that with the global population reaching near 8 billion, protecting the environment is increasingly important. He also said that it is time for us to use our collective resources to invest in a smart and efficient way to protecting our environment. We are qualified to take this initiative because we are a group of problem solvers with diversified talents. I'm in grade 10 now, and I've been interested in any issues related to environment. I love doing environmental projects with my fellow interns. We plant hundreds of trees in the city park, cleaning up the beach, and working on plastic-free campaigns. We did it to protect our environment because everyone, you and me, have the right to live in a healthy environment. Unfortunately, many people are not aware and even do not care about looking after the environment. They ignore environmental issues. I understand that's not easy to change people's habit who like to harm the environment by their actions. The expressions, do as I say, not as I do, captures the pervasiveness of human hypocrisy. Actions speak louder than words, and not of people more clearly than their actions. The concern of the planet is visibly expressed by a society's sustainable behavior or lack of it. It is getting more frequent that horrifying report of extreme weather is published, showing that climate change is worse than we had thought, and that massive action is needed right now. We need to care about our environment, but even after those reports, the general public do not worry about it too much. Why do environmentalists have such a difficult job getting the message across after ever increasing consumption is bad for us and for the environment? If everybody understands that environment is the most important resource for life, where we get water, power, and oxygen, do we still ignore it? Protecting our environment must start with you and me. Let's start from small actions like keeping our garden or green space chemical-free, cut down on use herbicides of pesticides, do not buy single-use plastic, shop locally, shop organically, reuse and recycle. And as interactors, volunteer yourself for cleanup in your community, planting trees and starting Go Green campaign. I'm Introductor Hannah, an agent of change for making this world a better place to live. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. You are an agent of change, as all we are. Okay. We are actually down to the last 2 contestants. Everybody still okay? You will almost be sitting here for like 3 hours. Okay. Now, I would like to call the contestant number 26, John Angeline Nata Margana. Save it now. Save it now by John Angeline Nata Margana. Time is yours. John, are you here? John.
DTD peserta 26 saya rasa tidak ada di list partisipan.
Loh, okay. All right. So I'll cross that one out. So number 26 is not on the list, yeah?
Or is it from Kupang maybe with the connection problem? Because number 21 also needs to redo the speech.
Ah, Kupang is not back on yet?
Just the timer and maybe the
Okay.
committee.
The timer is on.
Only the timer.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So basically number 26 and number 21 that it still have to do.
Yeah, they
Yeah?
need to redo. Yeah, redo. The number 21 need to redo because it's already been quite a while. We might forget.
Okay.
Maybe we can go with
Okay.
the last contestant. 27.
20, yeah, we can do, but what happened if they can't go back on time? So we just ask them to actually do it on the next session, like tomorrow?
I think so because there is nothing we can do with.
Yeah, we can't reach them. Right? Okay, all right. So I would like to call on the last contestant of today, unless the number 21 and 26 actually coming back online. So for number 27, Chiara Abigail, the bigger issue of Bali's tourism. So the bigger issue of Bali's tourism by Chiara Abigail. The time is yours.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. The bigger issue of Bali's tourism. What we do to our earth is what we do to ourselves. Good evening, honorable judges and fellow participants. I'm Chiara Abigail from Interact Jimbaran, here today to discuss the drawback regarding tourism in Bali. As we all know, Bali has become a household name for travelers around the globe. There are just way too many things
Chiara,
about
your
Bali.
connection is actually breaking off. Isn't she breaking off, Natali?
No, it's very clear. It's very clear.
Do you want me to restart?
I think, yeah, because you got interrupted, so it's just.
All right.
So maybe you can restart. For me, it's very clear. MC Susana.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, yeah. She's clear now, but before she wasn't like breaking off. All right, sorry, my fault.
All right, okay. The bigger issue of Bali's tourism. What we do to our earth is what we do to ourselves. Charles Eisenstein. Good evening, honorable judges and fellow participants. I'm Chiara Abigail from Interact Jimbaran, here today to discuss the drawback regarding tourism in Bali. As we all know, Bali has become a household name for travelers around the globe. There are just way too many things about Bali that are incredibly attractive to tourists, like its heavenly white beaches forming waves as perfect as it can get, unique cultures that have been passed down and preserved for generations, the arts and music, and so much more. No doubt Bali has become one of the top places to visit on a traveler's bucket list. Tourism has boosted Bali's economy on an immense scale since the 70s and reached its peak on the 80s to 90s. Tourism created jobs for local people, attract foreign businesses to invest in Bali, support the local growth of agriculture, and generally local businesses. Bali even has many school and educational pathways majoring in tourism and hoteliers. It introduces Balinese culture, arts, and music to tourists all over the world, to even bringing Bali's infamous kain endek to the world of fashion abroad. It has also indirectly improved Bali's infrastructure around its biggest cities to promote its tourism, and many more that I can hardly count with all my fingers. Tourism changed Bali forever. So what's the problem? The unseen, ever-growing environmental issue caused by tourism are the problem. Every year, number of tourists from around the globe grows. Now, this might be a positive news, but on the other hand, our environment pays a great price for it. Tourism drives the development of villas and hotels, supporting the depletion of natural resources into developing more touristic sites, therefore taking more space from what once was lands habitual to an ecosystem or agriculture lands. Places that were once pristine and sacred has become overcrowded and damaged from its true nature. There are many more forms of these, from the busyness of high season months resulting in higher CO2 emission, losses of more lands and habitat due to development, the overuse of water, and in the bigger picture, the increase of plastic waste usage. These problems will result in many environmental damages in the long run, and changes needs to happen, and fast. Luckily, over the years, local people as well as the government have acted towards some of these issues, and some rules have been already established to control the ongoing issue. Another great way is to spread the technique of ecotourism. Ecotourism has a way to attract tourists and still carry the advantages tourism brings, yet without harming or disturbing natural areas and ecosystems. We can witness ecotourism occurring. An example would be here in Bali, where some villages move forward by creating an eco-village in which they attract tourists and travelers to stay in the village and learn local cultures, sell local arts and crafts, learn a few agricultural techniques from the village, and many more. Furthermore, these eco-villages even started using more sustainable and eco-friendly materials to build their homestays for tourists. And that concludes my speech. Thank you so much for your time today. I hope we all can learn something new from this and change for the better.
Okay, so thank you very much. That is our last contestant for tonight. Except for number 21 and 26, panitia bisa ya tolong diinfokan, so they will go on the next lot. So tomorrow there will be contestant number 21, 26, and 28 up to 55. So I would like to wish all the judges a very good luck. It's going to be another 3 hours and a bit maybe. But very, very, very challenging, but I think it's actually kind of fun too. All the winners will be announced on the 15th of November during the World Interactors Week celebration. So is there any announcement from the judges before I close the event for tonight?
I think as a representative of judges team, I would like to say that all of you participants and contestant interactors, you have done a great job. We're so proud of what you've done, how you share your story, how you share your belief and your dream. And I think everyone can learn from each other. So don't worry about the results of the contest. As long as you've done your best, as long as you keep practicing what you believe and spreading out the positive vibes, you will be the winner in the real life. So I look forward to the contest tomorrow.
I think that's very well said. Any other judges want to speak up? Jenny, just write down something.
Hi.
Yeah,
everyone, the topics were great. So Natalie's, she's spoken for us, and I'm sure I'm very proud of you all, extremely. Thank you. Thanks for the privilege.
It's so much easier for us to actually judge and then just take notes here and there. They are in a lot of pressure. They have to speak in the language that this is the second language for them. Right. And then they have to deliver something that is actually meaningful. So I think it is actually quite challenging. And I think they've done a very, very good job.
Yes.
Any other judges want to make any comment or announcement? Haris, are you gonna say something here?
Yeah, I think what I would like to say, Natali has already mentioned it. The quality is awesome. And I have, full confidence, and I would like to also send my appreciation to all the organizers and the mentor and tutors. I think our district interact clubs, under their guidance, we will have a very bright future.
I have to agree with that. I think we have to give a big applause for all the mentors, as well as the AGs and the DDGs, whoever actually helping preparing them, so they'll be able to present whatever they're presenting today. So past President Arlan Setiawan, any saying?
Yeah, I just want to say that it's really fascinating to see their standard of English. Everybody delivered their speeches very, very well. Yeah. So it's very tough for the judges to make a comment and also to do the marking. It's very, very tough. Let's say tomorrow it's even tougher.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do not envy your job. Ibu Harlina, Dr. Harlina, any words?
Oh, my name is Harlina.
Oh, Harlina, yes.
Yes, I just want to say that my hope in the future is restored by watching all these youngsters. So go for it, Indonesia. 2030 is waiting for you.
Thank you. All right, with all those saying, as I said before, the judges will have a lot of hard work. I think really, because they are seriously good. So good luck for everyone tomorrow. I won't be here tomorrow, but I'm sure you're gonna be here. And not only for the judges, but also for other contestants, I would like to say thank you very much. So if I, by any mistake, step on someone's toes or misunderstood my jokes or anything, so I would like to apologize, but I'm sure we all have a good intention here. To all the committee, DG, IPDG, and all the Rotarians who actually attending tonight, I would like to say thank you on behalf of the committee, and wish everyone a very best good luck for tomorrow, and a very good night for the weekend to you all. With that, I would like to call off the meeting, and then I'll see you guys some other time. Lovely seeing you. Bye now.
Thank you for everyone. Sorry, Kupang has no electricity, so we are having a temporary. It's an emergency one right now. It's not really good. Thank you.
It's okay. It's all right.
For the opportunity for tomorrow.
Yeah, we handled tonight with a bit of hiccups, but I think everything's worked out all right. Just 2 of the contestants need to be doing their speech tomorrow. All right. You take it easy, President Ratna. I think you've done fantastic.
Yes, you have done a fantastic job. Fantastic job. Yeah, well done. Well done.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. Thank you, Pepe Susana. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you all judges.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
10 o'clock there, right? It's 10 o'clock in Hobart. It's too late.
Hey, good night. Good evening.
Good night.
Good night, Pepe Indra. Thank you. Ibu Harlina. Bye.
You're welcome, Pres.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you semuanya. Thank you, Pres Ratna.
Thank you,
Pepe Putu Indra. Sampai jumpa besok.
Sorry for any inconvenience.
Keep on thinking about that.